Hello everyone, it's Matt. It is day 8. We are officially into week 2 and pretty excited about that. I just wanted to give you a quick update about some of the numbers and some of the results from week 1 and just go over that real quick with you. First of all, weight loss. We started out last week at 250. That was down 13 pounds from my start weight. I lost 13 pounds on the prep for the fast, and then this week I was able to drop another 11 pounds. So we're down 24 pounds total. That brings me down to 239 for a weigh-in this morning, going into week number 2. The last 3 days of the fast, I was only able to drop 1 pound. So what I've decided is to, instead of getting on the scale and getting discouraged every morning, that I was going to wait until next week to weigh in. So I'm going to do it once a week now on Mondays instead of every day, and seeing 0 or 1 or 2 pounds or 0 again, just to go back to once a week and seeing bigger numbers and being more encouraged by that. The word for the week is energy. I'm totally surprised that throughout the week I was able to sustain regular daily activities, including work and stuff at home, getting through it all with plenty of energy, and actually more energy than I had before I started the fast, and even more energy than I started on with the prep for the diet. So the word of the week would be energy. Another big milestone for this week, that I was able to drop 3 prescription medications, which is pretty awesome. You can look at my blog to see which ones were dropped if you'd like, but pretty major medications that have some pretty harmful side effects were able to be dropped in the first week, and I feel comfortable about doing that. Talked to my doctor, and he was okay with it too. Along with the prescriptions, I was able to drop some over-the-counter medications that I regularly took. No ibuprofen, no Tylenol, acetaminophen, no antacids, and no medication for reflux disease. All the symptoms that those drugs were taken for were relieved within the first few days, which was really exciting to me. So really just going over the last week, the things that surprised me and what I saw as far as results or things that I took note of were that I after the first 3 days, because day 3 and 4 really was from the pit of hell, I think after day 4 I've started noticing, and even through today, that my thoughts are much clearer. I'm thinking more level-headedly, if that makes any sense, and it seems like it's easier to come up with thoughts and come up with complete thoughts. To describe it would be maybe that I've removed some of the fuzziness around my head. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, or I'm just seeming fuzzy to you now. Another thing is that I seem to have more positive outlook on life, looking into the future, and that has, I'm sure, to do a lot with gaining more wisdom about health and doing something about it, and actually having a life to look forward to instead of a shortened life because of my health problems. But definitely feeling a lot happier, feeling a lot more positive about the future and what it might hold for me, and excited to get into more and more exercise and more health-related topics, like the raw food diet and the plant-based diet that we're going on after the fast is over in 52 days. After the fast is over, we'll be going to a plant-based diet. We haven't decided how much yet, but we're probably talking about 80 or 90% plant-based, and we'll go from there. We're working with some recipes now and seeing what kind of foods we like, and really determining, okay, what do we really need to go with? And, I've watched a lot of movies in the past week or week and a half, some that I would definitely recommend to you guys as far as looking at your diet. Obviously, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. That's the thing that started all this for me. That's the movie about Joe Cross and the Australian guy who came over here and started juicing for 60 days across America, and the benefits that had on his health, and also dropping medications. But after I got into it, I started doing more research and finding more movies even online to look about what kind of foods I need to eat when I'm done with the fast. And one of them is called Forks Over Knives. If you guys haven't seen it, it's available on Netflix. You have to see it. It really talks about the benefits of going away from processed foods, going away from animal protein, and the negative effects that animal protein in general has on our diet and has on our bodies, essentially waking up the cancer cells that are there. So that's one to check out definitely. Also, Food Matters is another one. And if you, I mean, you can even do your research online. If you look into the benefits of juicing, Gerson's therapy is another one to look at when you're doing some actual research, is to look at the benefits and look at the use of whole fruits and vegetables to cure cancer or melanoma. I know some people personally that have gone through that and instead of going with chemo or radiation, and were totally healed of pretty serious cancers. One was colon cancer and another one was breast cancer, and both of them were undiagnosed, I guess, if you want to say, after going through the Gerson method. And basically, that consists of juicing for pretty much all of your diet. The other part, it would be raw food. And some of them, I think for the colon cancer especially, they were using coffee enemas too for just to trigger the colon to detox. One of the physical things that I'm noticing is definitely the ability to walk easier. I'm not running out of energy as easily as I was before, and the clothes are fitting a lot looser, which is a really great benefit to see here so shortly. So as we go into week number 2, I'm planning to do these videos every day still, letting you guys know what's going on, keeping you up to date with how I'm feeling and how the fast is going altogether. Pretty excited. I have my first doctor's appointment next Thursday or Friday, since the fast started, or since the whole prep started even. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much has changed as far as the medical side of it, and I'm sure I'll report to you on that as well. But like I said before, you guys, you can keep up with what's going on. I post a couple times a day on my blog as far as how I'm feeling, some of the recipes that I'm using for juices, and some updates about how the health is doing and everything on my blog. And you can check that at changenowordie.blogspot.com and check out some of the history that got me where I'm at. Some of the social aspects that I'm already facing about, fasting in today's culture. Tomorrow being one of them, as Valentine's Day, we're used to having cakes and cookies and candy, and tomorrow we'll have juice, kind of like today, and the day before, and the day before. But it's a new way of thinking, and I'm kind of glad that some of the things are going to happen during the fast, so I can face that. Yeah, you can really have a holiday, or you can celebrate a birthday without pigging out. You can celebrate, somebody's special occasion without eating 6 pieces of cake, or without eating pizza, or without eating sweets and Coca-Cola and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm sure that will all be put on the blog as I go through days like that. I have my teenage daughter's birthday coming up in the beginning of March, and there will be a party with pizza and candy and ice cream and all that stuff, and I'll be eating my juice, kind of like today, and the day before that, and the day before that. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments or suggestions on how to do things a little bit differently. Until then, I hope that your health continues to get better and you start learning from this. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.